Why do the guys who try the hardest to be liked always end up ignored? Why do you become invisible the moment you start pleasing everyone in the room? Why does being nice so often lead to rejection? You already know this. The more you chase approval, the less respect you get. The more you try to be harmless, the less they feel desire. Here's the truth. Trying to be liked is a self-erasing strategy. It tells the world, I'll become whatever you want, just don't leave. And that energy, it's not attractive. It's not magnetic, it's repulsive. Let's break down the real psychology behind approval seeking, how it kills your presence, and how to replace it with something far more powerful, respect-driven polarity. Section 1. The hidden need behind being nice. No man wakes up and says, I want to be pathetic today. But a lot of men walk through the world in invisible chains, afraid to disrupt, afraid to offend, afraid to polarize. They've been trained to think, if I'm nice enough, agreeable enough, predictable enough, then people will accept me. Then women will choose me. Then I'll finally belong. But what's really happening underneath that niceness is a deep fear of rejection, a fear of being unwanted, a belief that your authentic self isn't enough, so you hide it behind the mask of being pleasant. But here's what you don't realize. The very thing you're doing to be liked is the thing making you invisible. Because when you deny your edges, your flaws, your opinions, you become unmemorable. You become background noise. You become safe, and safe doesn't create attraction. Section 2. How it looks in real life. Let's paint the picture. You're with her. She says something you disagree with, but you nod anyway. She makes a joke at your expense. You laugh too hard. She flirts half-heartedly, and you double down to keep her interested. You're not connecting, you're contorting. You start texting more when she pulls away. You compliment her twice as much when she gives you nothing back. You ask what she wants to do, where she wants to go, what she wants to talk about. You've handed over the wheel. And now you wonder why she doesn't see you as a man worth chasing. It's because you stopped leading. You stopped holding your shape. You became available on command. And nothing drains attraction faster than a man who needs to be liked more than he needs to be respected. Section 3. The biological signals you're sending. When you seek approval, your body gives you away. You laugh too easily, your voice goes up at the end of sentences, you shrink your physical presence. You apologize before you've even done anything wrong. These micro-signals tell her nervous system, this man sees me as the authority. And while that might feel harmless, it flips the polarity. She doesn't feel your edge. She doesn't feel your grounded energy. She doesn't feel safe surrendering into your frame because you've placed yourself beneath her. You've turned yourself into a follower in your own life. And she never follow a man who won't even lead himself. Section 4. Respect creates desire, not approval. Here's the reframe. Respect leads to attraction. Approval does not. You don't need to be mean. You don't need to be cruel. But you do need to be willing to lose the moment in order to keep your self-respect. That means saying what you actually believe, teasing without apologizing for it, being playful even when she's guarded. Walking away clean if the energy's not matched, because when you can stay rooted in your frame, even when it's not validated, you radiate power, not force. Not performance, just clean, calm power. And women are drawn to that in a way that can't be faked. Because they don't just feel what you say, they feel whether or not you're sourced internally. Section 5. How to unlearn approval-seeking behavior. This stuff runs deep. You've been trained since childhood to be good, to please teachers, to avoid conflict, to get along. But being good is not the same as being powerful. To break this pattern, you have to start small. Let people disagree with you. And don't flinch. Say what you think, without sugarcoating. Practice eye contact without trying to soften it. Give compliments when you feel it, not to earn points. And the biggest one, start choosing tension over comfort. If a moment feels awkward but true, lean in. If a woman seems challenging but playful, tease back. If a conversation is getting dull, steer it. Because every time you choose authenticity over approval, you rewire your nervous system. You stop asking, did they like me? And start asking, did I respect how I showed up? That shift changes everything. Section 6. What happens when you let go of being liked? At first, you'll feel resistance. You'll feel rude. You'll worry people will think you're arrogant, too much, cold. But then something strange happens. People start leaning in. Women become more curious. Your presence gets heavier. Your energy gets cleaner. Your value rises because you're no longer asking for it to be granted. And the women who don't vibe with it, they self-select out. Good. They were never right for the version of you that was coming anyway. You're not trying to please anymore. You're polarizing, which means you're finally being real. The observer's tick, you thought being liked was the goal. But what you really wanted was to be wanted. To be chosen for who you are, not for how well you fit in. To be seen as a man with gravity, not a man on his best behavior. So here's the shift. Stop shrinking. Stop performing. Stop negotiating your self-worth for approval. Speak, tease, lead, disrupt, and walk away clean when it's not received. Because the men who are truly liked by the right people are never the ones trying to be. See the unseen. Control the game.